I have a condition called chronic UTI. Now, it is not recognised very well by the NHS or doctors from all around the world. It is basically when I've had a UTI in the past and it has embedded itself in the bladder lining, and it's very, very, very difficult to get rid of that infection. So you might think you're getting recurring UTIs all the time, but it's actually the bacteria re-emerging from the lining back into the bladder, causing all of those symptoms all over again. It's actually the same infection over and over again. The treatment that I'm on is very controversial. I have went through 5.5 years of being undiagnosed, every single test under the sun, scans, CT scans, cystoscopies, 1,000,000 blood tests. And it got to the point where I was told I don't have anything, but I was going to be given treatment, which were bladder installations, for a condition called IC. Now, IC is very similar to chronic UTI, and the treatment I'm on is long-term, full-dose antibiotics. I am about 16 months into treatment now, and I've got such a better quality of life than I used to. Don't get me wrong, some days are horrific and I'm like literally bedbound, but some days I'm able to go on a walk or drive my car. I have been suffering since I was 16, so that is coming up to, it's past 7 years now. I was diagnosed in October 2020, so that was about the 5.5 year mark before I started treatment. Before that, I saw urologist, gynecologist, urogynecologist, had every scan, cystoscopy, like every test, you name it, under the sun, and they just said I had to live with it and I had to cope with recurring UTIs. So after seeing like all different kinds of specialists, urologist, pain specialist, gynecologist, urogynecologist, they basically had nothing else for me. They were going to give me bladder installations, which I didn't really want, and I then ended up booking a chronic UTI specialist appointment. They look at your urine fresh under a microscope and they count epithelial cells, which is the bladder lining, and pus cells, which are a type of white blood cell, and these are the key signs of infection, key signs of chronic UTI. And obviously with my past history of multiple UTIs, they gave me a diagnosis in 30 minutes. The flares were kind of scattered around. They were quite inconsistent. I couldn't give you like a time frame for them, but I knew that they weren't as bad as they were before.